Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys, and I am very upset, guys. I am very upset. So news that's reaching me is that we are about to sell Marc Casado. So apparently Barcelona is willing to accept offers for Marc Casado. And honestly, I can't for the life of me understand this. I don't understand what this obsession is to sell Casado. This guy is not even like, he's not a top earner. He's not disturbing to be a top earner. He's quite satisfied with where he's at and the role that he plays at the club at the moment. So I really don't understand who's behind this decision and who's trying to ship this guy off. Apparently, there's been offers from a few clubs in the Premier League, West Ham being one of them, for 30 million. And why that is quite a significant amount of money, but if you look at the player that we're talking about and what he offers and what he can develop to become in this club, I don't even see that that's wise. That is not a good decision. I don't know why we're losing players. I do feel like Barcelona is in a really, really embarrassing situation right now. I don't know how we've not sorted this out, this whole financial, boardroom issues that we're having, to the point where we've already lost, Inigo Martinez. And now we're about to lose Marc Casado. And you can't tell me that this is, for the good of the club. This is not like it's something that we want to do. This is something that seems like we're being forced to do it because we haven't still registered a few players. I'm seeing that we haven't registered Gerard Martin. We haven't registered Rooney Bargi, and even Wojciech Szczesny. I don't even think we've registered Szczesny. So it's almost looking like we're trying to get money in from anywhere we can just to meet the one-to-one rule. And I'm a bit worried that we are sort of jeopardizing our future just for the short term. I just don't understand for the life of me how Barcelona haven't been able to figure out a way around these problems that we're having with our finances. Honestly, this guy is a player that gives us something different from everyone else in the club. He gives us something different from Gavi, from Frankie de Jong, in terms of that, holding midfield role, or even that we don't have a holding midfielder that's able to do the dirty work. And that's where we need Casado. Someone that's able to inject some energy in that midfield, because we've seen the high intensity, pattern that we play as Barcelona. There's going to be times, and we've seen that even in the last season, where Pedri gets tired. Frankie de Jong doesn't really get around that well off the ball. So we need a player that's able to do that. Somebody that's able to do the dirty work and mark people and run around and put in those tackles. And Casado's that player. And we're getting him a really young player that plays so maturely. He's on low wages and he can do that job. And he's been doing that job and he's happy to keep doing that job. So for some reason, I don't understand why Barcelona's, trying to ship him off. I just feel like it's a bad decision. That's what I'm just going to say, because he's going to go on to do well. And then we're going to, try to get him back in the future, which is going to be complicated. And even him going to the Premier League, I don't even think that that's not the best destination for somebody like Marc Casado. I think like the way that he plays, I don't want to see him go to the Premier League. I don't want to see that, because I think, he's very much a Barcelona type player. He has this very unique profile that I just feel like when he gets to the Premier League, it's just going to be about running and running and running. Honestly, guys, I'm really upset, and I really hope that this deal doesn't go through. I hope that this sale doesn't go through. I hope he stays at the club. I think like every Barcelona fan loves Marc Casado, and we do want him to stay. And the player has also declared that he wants to stay as well. So I really don't understand why Barcelona want to ship him off. I really don't understand it. But yeah, I just decided to come and do that because I was going to do a review of our match against Levante, but I just realized that we're about to sell Casado. And I've heard talk about this throughout pre-season. But I felt like obviously we saw him, when the season started. I just felt like, okay, he's going to stay. But now it's looking like Barcelona have reactivated that, that sale. And I just don't know how to feel. I'm not happy, but I just want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you think. Is there anyone out there that feels like there's any benefit to selling Casado apart from, whatever money we're going to get from it? Apart from that, but if you look at it holistically as a club, do you think that that's the right decision? Just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm going to come back later for the for the preview of the match against Levante or the weekend. Yeah, so guys, I'll be back soon, and Visca el Barça.